Welcome to Valley Home Vibes, the podcast that's all about the sizzling hot real estate market right here in the Valley of the Sun. I'm your host, UD Campanile, joined by co-host Kevin Price and Lauren Abbott-Ball. We're thrilled to have you join us today as we delve deep into the captivating world of real estate right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Today we're discussing home insurance premiums, which have greatly increased over the past year, and what to expect going forward. So, Lauren, you're our resident guru in insurance. In a nutshell, what's up with homeowner insurance premiums?
Well, we've seen a lot of changes with a lot of different carriers. A lot has happened also in the state of Arizona. A couple of carriers have stepped out of Arizona. One of the big ones is called Kemper Insurance. They are no longer doing business in Arizona, surprisingly. So we've seen a lot of increasing, and unfortunately, those increases have come from those high claims that we've had in the last couple years. 2023 was a really bad year for insurance companies. They've lost, billions of dollars with those catastrophic losses, from hurricanes to floods, fires, all over the country. So unfortunately, we all have to pay a little bit and kind of help out, chip in. So that makes our home insurance go up. I always tell my clients it's always good to shop every single year. If you are a new home buyer, talk to a broker, just like me, someone that can shop for you, find different options. We can, depending on your home, I've seen older homes may have higher premiums than a new construction, for example. I've got new constructions right now, as premium is just as much as renter's insurance. So we can still get some great prices. New construction is gonna get the best price. I've seen $400-$500 a year. Great premium.
So that's a good point. Is you're saying new construction, they're going to be seeing the optimal quotes, right?
Absolutely.
And is that just because it is a new property and they cost less to insure?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Everything is brand new. New roof, new everything, new piping. So everything. So they are gonna get the best price by far. By far.
And in terms of, you said that we're going to be picking up the cost, say, for other states. So, Arizona, not a lot of risk, right? I mean, that's why there's a lot of, you look at commercial side, data centers, a lot of like where they need 24/7, uptime. They locate their facilities to Phoenix, right? Now, that should translate into the residential sector too, where, homeowners, they don't have to worry about fire. Maybe there's a few flood zones, here in the valley.
Right.
Why are we picking up the cost for those massive increases, say for, California?
Right. That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, it's unfortunately those costs are so high that they kind of have to, we're not getting increases like the actual state where those losses happen, but we are still, a little bit. So I'd say it's part of the business, and risk also too. Remember, it's not just, they also look at claim history in the area. So if your home is located where there's a lot of vandalism claims, even though you had no claims because of that, that's gonna increase your premium because you are in that area where there are higher claims for just vandalism, for example. Or it could be, so those things can affect your rate as well.
So is there going to be any insight for this? I mean, do you predict that premiums are going to stay elevated, or is this a new price level?
I think it is going to be a new price level for I think until the second quarter of this year. We might see, I think some carriers because a lot of carriers are even like refusing business right now. So some of them was open up more. I mean, we've seen a few right now opening up already. So I think by the end of the first quarter, we'll see more and more options. So I'll say, one thing about, home insurance, when you are buying a house, there are only two things that you can do to reduce your mortgage payment, right? It's either your interest rate which we can't do much about it, and your home insurance. Taxes, it is what it is, right? So those are only two things you can do to reduce your mortgage payment. So look at that. Talk to your insurance agent. You can always give us a call here at the office. We'll do a second opinion and do a full review of your current policy and see how we can help. So,
what kind of discounts are you
look at
seeing
deductible
from
too.
bundling?
That's
Yeah,
right.
and
And
what
also
kind of
your
discounts?
deductible.
What kind of discounts do you see from bundling?
So, of course, the home and auto is the biggest discount when you bundle your car insurance and your home insurance. There's an alarm. Of course, if you have an alarm system, that's another 6 to 8% off. I've seen there's a water shut off item that you can have for your home that you can install. So basically, it just gives you on your app, hey, guess what? There's a little flood on your washer, and it will let you know. So you do get a discount when you get that water shut off system as
Oh,
well,
okay.
and so it's a pretty big discount.
And
I
what are we
even have
talking?
care
So
that would go out to your house to install it so that you do have that protection as well. It's
so
pretty
let's
neat.
say you're seeing quotes around, right now I'm guessing around $100 a month, right? Is probably about the norm.
Probably a good
Twelve
average.
hundred bucks a year for homeowners
Yeah,
insurance. And what kind
I
of
would say.
discount are you seeing from, say, a bundle and having like a good security system like Ring or Ecobee? What kind
Oh
of
yeah,
discount are you seeing?
you could save a couple $100 a year. I've seen
Wow.
from
Okay. So
200
you're
to
seeing,
between $200 to $400 a year.
so you could effectively lower it from like $100 a month to like 80, maybe
Oh,
$75 a month.
oh yeah, absolutely. And also, I think your deductible. A lot of people can afford a higher deductible than others. So depending on your situation, and I always tell my clients, if you've got a backup plan, right, you got some emergency funds ready to go in the event of a claim, right, of a loss. So as long as you got 5 grand in the bank and it's really for emergency, God forbid something with a high, well, why pay higher premium with $1,000 deductible when you can save 20, $30 a month on your mortgage and have a higher deductible, right? In case, because you do have that money ready to go in case of an emergency, right? So don't pay the insurance if you don't have to, right? You can always reduce that amount by increasing your deductible. And remember,
Do
Arizona,
they verify that?
yeah, of course. Well, it's up to you. It's up to the client. It's up to the client to decide what they want for deductible. And
Do they verify that with a bank statement though?
do they verify with bank? No, not at all.
Yeah. So they don't. So it's just,
No,
you're saying for your own good,
that's right.
you'll want to
That's
have that money set aside. But if
correct.
you increase
Correct.
your deductible, you're seeing an additional on top of say bundling and having a
Oh yeah.
security system. You could be seeing another say $20.
Oh, easily. Easy. Absolutely.
So
Your
you could
deductible is part.
effectively with doing say higher deductible, you have a security system like Ecobee or Ring, and then um, the other item was of course what was the third item, Laurent? You could
Your
you can
auto.
raise your
So you have your
deductible, you have a
auto.
security
Yep.
system, and then you could bundle
And then you're
auto
bundling your
and
auto
okay.
with the two. Yep.
You're saying you could get it from $100 down to $60
It
a
could
month.
be. It can. I would say it can be. I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen that happen. Absolutely.
And talking to a broker such as yourself would be the best way because you can kind of scan the field and give them,
Yes.
the best quote, at that
Absolutely.
particular moment in time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think with our experience here, we have over 12 years of experience. We work, pretty much 90% of our business come from lenders. So we understand, the business. We understand what it takes to be able to close with the client and what their needs are. And also we go over all the coverages, reconstruction. We want to make sure they understand what they are paying for, what they'll be covered for, but also what they're not going to be covered for. That's a big thing that people need to understand what you won't be covered for. All right.
That's all. Okay. Kevin, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I got a question. With all these new construction homes that are going up, and all these smart homes that people have, does it pay to get like those home complete, like where you have your air conditioning on a app, you have your lights on an app? Does any of those home security systems or involving all your electronics in something that you can control, does that help any at all for like say a new home buyer or something like that? Would that be
No.
a benefit for them?
Well, it won't help the insurance as far as discounts for having those things. Those are just
Okay.
an extra, right? It's just an extra thing. It's just nice to have, but it won't help. It won't help a fire, for example, for having
Okay.
that. Not because I can shut off my home from my phone. That it's gonna help. So we want to make sure, like, if you have a smoke alarm, you do have a fire alarm, you have a burglar alarm. Those things are gonna help. And if it goes directly to the police station, it goes straight to the fire station, you get a higher discount. If there was a fire,
Okay.
instead of calling the ADT, for example, then ADT gets on the phone with the fire department. You're already losing 30 minutes, right? Your house could be already in flames. Where if it goes directly to the fire department, they already notified, they're on their way. So that gets you a huge discount by having that way. The bad thing is when it's a false alarm, the fire department may charge you a fee for showing up. So there is a good and a bad with it too. But it's always good to have.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I was just curious if that helped any, because I know everybody wants everything tied to their phone, and I
That's
didn't
right.
know what sort of benefits they do or don't get from that.
Nah, not much there.
All
All
right.
right.
Well,
Very
that's a
good.
wrap, folks. If you have any questions about homeowners insurance, please feel free to reach out to us or Laurent. And please use the links below in case you have any further insurance, mortgage, or real estate questions. Lastly, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe. This is GT signing off from Valley Home
Guys.
Vibes.
All right. Have a nice day.
Thank you. See you next time.
See you.